How's it going, Pumpkinheads? My name is SkellingtonSteve, and welcome back to Valhalla. So, in the last episode, we had some weird dude show up in the bar, and then some shots happened, and we spent the night in the bar. So, now we get to see what's going on with that. Rise and shine. Oh, good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends, and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them, at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. Make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out and it's really not safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knights they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on the edge too. I wonder if Say's okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. What's with this Metal Gear Solid codec bullshit? Oh, that's us. That's Jill. Look at that. Awesome. Alright, cool. And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Huh? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly, thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Yeah, you did. Yeah, but I didn't think it'd be, invite you over because, hey, the town went to shit. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table, but I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Alright, boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket either. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. Wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it's a bit too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where'd you get this one? You know, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want, I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change it to something more comfortable. Take your time. There is Kitty. Jill has Kitty. And she's having a staring contest with the kitty. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur staring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. Ha, it's not like my cat. Layla does not like people. She will hide if someone comes in the house. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on the black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. Ah, what? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Wasn't that the name of, like, the bear from Evil Con Carne? Or was it Boskov? Either Bosco or Boskov. I can't remember. Good old times. Good cartoons. Right. Huh. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh. Is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what'd you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly, let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when you were calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things, and me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Sorry about the mouse going nuts. It keeps catching something weird on my desk, and I'm not sure why. There we go. Anyway, really, it's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you took such a happy picture. Why have her pick out like this, then? I just couldn't get my mind off of something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic, and then miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. Oh boy, do I know that feeling. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. It'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. Huh. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing. Now, please give that to me. Lope. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Jeez, look at all of this. Wow. I didn't think we'd actually see another, like, gameplay screen besides the bar and mixing drinks. And now I have the option to literally just drink. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? Drink. The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. I don't know. Doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of that base liquid you use at the bar again? Drink. Neutrogenic Jesus. Vomit big words. Nutriogenic dichrometrical lidogenol, or NDL. You deserve 2 drinks for that one, Jill. Open a new beer. Like, just finish that one off, cause damn, girl. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water in the Maiden Kiss polluted water supplies. Drink. I'm gonna make her drink every time she says something nerdy. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. Drink. And this one is made with it. Let's see. Yep, here it is. Near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. Drink! I see. And I just realized something. What? You're a nerd. Take a drink for being a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. Drink for acknowledgement of being a nerd. Drink again. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. See, this right here is where Jill and I are polar opposites. Hate beer, love rum. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Friend zone, drink. And drink again. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? I don't know. With being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. Still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall, I really don't know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Drink for being awkward, and open another beer. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kinda pointless. What, no steamy nights of passion? Drink! Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? 'Cause if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. Drink. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talked about the poster and compared it to having a dildo-shaped trophy? Did you just call me dildo face? Drink. That's what friends are for. Drink again. Hey Jill, where'd you get that black 4-ball? Drink for bad pun. Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building not long after I moved here, I think. Crazy cat lady, drink. I'm just finding reasons to make her drink. Ah, I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. And I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart. So he ended up staying. Drink again. And drink one more time. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mass that's sleeping on the table. Apparently 4 can talk? Or... I think she's talking for him? Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know. Oh-ho. Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else. Drink all of it for being very awkward. Drink all of it. And drink, you know what? Just drink all of this one too. This is what you get. This is your punishment. Okay, now you could open another one. Oh, Anyway. Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright. Drink for changing the subject from being awkward. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. Wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. Cool. Good to know that in any survival situation, his hatred for bell pepper will keep him alive. does? I've seen him even reject food that's been in contact with it, and I hit the button again. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How'd you meet such a guy? He, showed up in the door of the bar. He... what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. Drink for incoming story. Finish the beer and then open another one so you have a beverage for the story. It was a slow day, and he just showed up at the bar. Drink. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. Drink. Oh geez, okay, she's getting drunk. Awesome. Good to know that that's a thing that could happen. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Drink. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. Drink. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him, so I decided to take him at face value. I'd judge him from what he did as an employee. Drink. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. Can't remember her name. Homa? I was gonna say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. You alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objections here. Open and drink for hot friends. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking to her room and... Jill, are you sure you aren't drunk? Red face. Am total drunk. I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. Drink. That, and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. She's become a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Drink to forget Dorothy! Drink to forget Dorothy! Drink it all to forget Dorothy! Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. Not that she likes her job, but rather she takes it with such childish excitement. I've kinda noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird. You think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source drink for being a nerd. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. Drink. Not like they haven't attain human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Drink for being a nerd. Like a different culture, if you must. Huh. Didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Drink for being a nerd. Livlum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies, so if they're fulfilling their main purpose. So I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Drink again for being a nerd, and open again just in case you're gonna be a nerd some more. Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip. Bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Drink for being a nerd. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Drink for saying retarded. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. Drink for being a nerd. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Drink for being a nerd. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. Didn't help that when one of those shows got... it didn't help it that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show is about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. Nerd. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. Nerd. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. Nerd. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. Nerd. Just by the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Nerd. Whoa, you got excited there. And that's the problem. Back when I was obsessed with Jules, I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters, nerd. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point, nerd. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school, and that was a surprise. And what a surprise! Tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, I just always hold grudges against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. Nerd! I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. Actually, kinda reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about these years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men? 2D. 2D? Yeah, I don't mind anything as long as... I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable. And now, I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated, he started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know. Not you too. I kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. You okay? I'm fine. It's just, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off of Lenore lately. Drink to forget ex-girlfriend. Drink to forget ex-girlfriend. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position, and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? 'Cause you haven't drunk enough! It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that'll make me rest easier at night, get my mind off of things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Hey, Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking about what kind of clothes you can put on 4. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back at you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. Redhead, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called okay, it's called Nirvana. It's called Nirvana. And if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with out there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to other business. What else does she do there? Drink for being a nerd. And you're out of beer. Cool, I can't make you drink for being a nerd anymore. I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvana B as the hotel instead. Or in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that the bar is her woman cave. Oh, so that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Ah, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler. I've spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi... I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. And I can't make you drink to forget Dorothy! I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And, you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know. Boss. Hey, boss. Huh? How did you lose your V card? Huh? You know, your V card, your first time, your deflowering. Oh, that. Well, I'm legally bound not to disclose that information. Does that mean you lost it? Can't disclose that information. Come on, just give me a hint, or... Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way. Alright, sheesh. I can only say this, the whole thing is related to my mechanical arm. Great, now you're just teasing me. Any reason you want to know that? Because I'm drunk, and I'm just drunk. Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but I've always to know if it was as messy a time as mine. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if that was a mistake. But I've always wanted to know if it was as messy a time as mine. What happened? Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, then we both got naked. Oh boy, yeah, she's drunk. Okay, so she started laughing at his junk. What? Got nervous? Nervous? No, I just find dicks funny. Huh? They're funny. They have a sack attached to them and they grow and they're just they're just stupid meat rods. Wow, girl. I am glad that I made her drink all of the beer because she is hilarious. So, how did your boyfriend react? Wow, and just continued to laugh at his junk. Just continued to laugh at his junk. It's not cool. Anyway. Button. Heh. Stupid meat rods. Jill? And she passed out. Well, let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold. I have a feeling there was probably more to that, but I just made her drink a lot, so. Why does this feel like a credit scene? Oh! Wait, what? Holy shit, that whole thing was just chapter 1? Wow! This is a long game. Holy shit! Okay then. Well, I guess real quick, let's go buy that Daruma she wants. Cool. Let's go ahead and save. And we're gonna call this good for right now because holy shit. I don't even know how many, I can't remember how many episodes we are in this, but we're just now getting to chapter 2. Wow. Okay then, well, I guess we'll see what chapter 2 has to hold for us. Didn't expect this episode to be as long as it was, but yeah, wow. Okay then. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to become a member of the Pumpkin Patch today. And I will see you guys in the next episode. See you later.